Hi everyone! Welcome to Baxcova News Media, and if you're new, welcome! Viewers and subscribers, here is the situation. Jamaica is home to a large and growing gang culture, which poses serious challenges for the island nation's security forces. In some places, gang-related violence has become endemic, with rival gangs regularly attacking each other and innocent civilians. As a result, Jamaica has one of the highest rates of violent crime in the Western Hemisphere, especially in the country's largest cities, including Kingston, Ocho Rios and St. James. Even small towns are not immune to this problem either, with reports of police stations being attacked by rival gangs in multiple areas of southern Jamaica. These attacks have even been known to be carried out by different factions within particular gangs. Gang violence is now an everyday occurrence for most Jamaicans, and it has worsened significantly over the past few years, as well as become more widespread than ever before. Although there are many reasons for this increase in violence, including economic hardship and law enforcement mistakes, one major source of tension is undoubtedly the presence of organized criminal groups operating within Jamaica as well as abroad, including Canada, Mexico, Brazil and Europe, that are often involved in drug trafficking activities like cocaine production and distribution, especially marijuana. These gangs are said to operate under various monikers, but their common denominator lies in their wayward lifestyle or ghetto culture, which involves them committing crimes such as robbery and sales of illicit substances without any sense of loyalty or ethical code whatsoever. They view themselves as mere independent operators who do not need anyone else. Gangs in Jamaica, an overview. In recent years, there has been a sharp rise in the figures for gang-related violence in Jamaica, both in terms of the number of incidents and the death toll. This has occurred despite an increased police presence in the country, as well as increased security measures taken by both the government and citizens. Gang violence is not new to Jamaica, but it has reached a new level that has alarmed authorities and citizens alike. Police in Jamaica estimate that there are around 500 active gangs operating in the country, but this is only a very small estimate, as many are said to be inactive or unrecognized by authorities. Viewers and subscribers, listen to hear what's next. In terms of their number, police have estimated that there are around 30 major gangs operating in the country. Unfortunately, the government does not officially recognize these gangs, and as such, they are not included in any official statistics. There are many reasons why gang violence in Jamaica is so prevalent and widespread. One significant cause is a large number of Jamaicans who struggle to make a living because of the high unemployment rate in the country. A large number of these people are said to be involved in the drug trade or other criminal activities to support their habits, and this has greatly contributed to the increase in gang violence in recent years. What are Jamaica's gangs? In essence, a gangs is a collective name used to refer to a group of individuals with a common lifestyle or ghetto culture who are involved in criminal activities like robbery, drug trafficking and extortion. The presence of gangs has become a serious issue in Jamaica because of their involvement in violent crime. The gangs that have been most commonly reported in Jamaica are the following: a faction of a Jamaican gang that has been established in Canada and is involved in drug trafficking and extortion activities. A Jamaican-Canadian gang that has been active in both countries and whose main focus is money laundering. A group of Jamaican gang members that have crossed the Atlantic and have established themselves in South America. Jamaican criminal syndicates and organized crime groups. One of the major causes of gang violence in Jamaica is the involvement of organized crime groups, known as criminal syndicates in Jamaica, that are often involved in drug trafficking and money laundering. These groups are known to operate in both Jamaica and abroad, and they often use Jamaica as a base for their activities. These groups are some of the biggest and most powerful in Jamaica, and they are known to control a large percentage of the country's illicit economy, like drug trafficking and extortion. There are many criminal syndicates in Jamaica, including a Colombian drug trafficking and money laundering organization that has links to Jamaican gangs, including the Major and the Major's siblings. International gangs in Jamaica. Many Jamaican gangs are linked to international networks and operate around the world under various monikers. One of the most well-known international gangs in Jamaica is the Johnson Street Crew, JSC, which has been linked to the Johnson Street Mall in downtown Kingston and has links to other international gangs like the Mexican Sinaloa cartel. The JSC is said to be involved in drug trafficking, money laundering and other serious criminal activities. The JSC is also known to have links to the Jamaican government and has been blamed for many of the violent crimes that have occurred in the country. In particular, it has been linked to the recent attacks on police stations in multiple areas of the country. Police response to Jamaican gang violence. Gang violence in Jamaica has become an everyday occurrence and the police have failed to stop it. Investigations into many of the crimes attributed to gangs are said to be slow and ineffective, and law enforcement has not been given the tools they need to deal with the problem. Police are unable to respond to many of the crimes that are committed by gang members because they are often on the other side of the law themselves. The lack of discipline and chaos in the ranks with corruption being rampant has resulted in a police force that is often too afraid to challenge gang members, let alone arrest them. This has led to an increase in violent crime in the country. Recommendations. Gang violence in Jamaica has become a serious issue that threatens the safety of both gang members and civilians. As such, steps must be taken to end this threat as soon as possible. This can be done by strengthening the police force through training and reform, as well as carrying out a comprehensive anti-gangs campaign aimed at changing the way that gang members think. Steps must also be taken to tackle socio-economic issues facing the Jamaican people, especially unemployment, poverty and crime. The Jamaican government needs to take action against gangs as soon as possible and address the reasons behind the rise in violence. This can be done by strengthening the police force through training and reform, as well as carrying out a comprehensive anti-gangs campaign aimed at changing the way that gang members think. Steps must also be taken to tackle socio-economic issues facing the Jamaican people, especially unemployment, poverty and crime. Thanks so much for watching! Please comment down below guys! Press up the like button, share and subscribe! I'll see you in the next Baxcova News Media.